Hello and welcome to the UK Minifigure Collectors YouTube channel, the only channel to focus primarily on minifigures. Today I have an exciting new product by the creator Youzee Toys to show you. You may remember I did a video for his Ghostbusters a little while ago, but Youzee has extended the Project Mayhem line again with his new V jar, which is an astounding nod to the movie V is for Vendetta from 2005. I'd like to start by taking a look at this outstanding packaging. It really is a work of art at how well it's been produced. Now, starting with the jar, if you look at the left-hand side of the jar, you can see that V is for Vendetta logo, and then the very iconic Guy Fawkes mask on the right-hand side, and it really is a cool sort of piece of artwork. On the right-hand side, you can see the lid with that V sort of shape, this time missing the circle. But inside, you get this black bag that holds the 9 sculpts, and it's actually emblazoned with the Project Mayhem logo. So let's take a look at the actual minifigures. The first sculpt is actually sporting the Guy Fawkes mask, and it's such a beautiful design, I think. Now on the back it actually says Youzee for Youzee Toys, and I think that's a nice little addition. But they're all a very similar sculpt, these figures. Now it's very subtle, the changes that are in them. You notice the changes in the face and on the upper torso. Now the second figure actually has his right arm up slightly, and there is a reason for that. If you remember those flip style books that we used to make at school, you know, where you draw the little character in the corner and then on the next page you do another, and it kind of make some kind of animation. That's kind of what's going on here. The designers actually incorporated a cartoon into the actual sculpts, which I thought was really cool. Now I'm sure you're starting to see that the actual base figure is pretty much the same throughout the whole 9 of these minifigures. But this Sculpt 3, epitomises the plot of the movie for me. The freedom fighter V plotting to overthrow the fascist government. The little up yours salute brings this minifigure to life. And it's those little details that sort of make these minifigures. With Sculpt 4, he's actually about to do what we all wished he'd do in the movie. You know, unveil his face. But that was why the movie was so good. You didn't need to know who this person was. You just needed to know that he was fighting back. And we've all dreamt about being that anti-hero, the one who actually says, no, I'm not taking this anymore, and fights back against the oppressive society. V Sculpt 5, you can actually see the hero V is actually starting to remove that Guy Fawkes mask. That would have been epic to see in the film. One thing I will mention, I'm loving the detail that's gone into the facial expressions on these. Like, even the mask itself is so well sculpted. I mean, I can't believe that it's the base of the same figure, but with so much detail each time. V Sculpt 6 is actually quite an intriguing figure. You can finally see the humanity behind the mask. He's lost that air of mystery, and that's what drives the character in the films, remember. In the comic books, you do actually see his face. But this actual minifigure, if you look at the detail in the actual face, you can see the scarring, and you understand why he's got such a vendetta against the government. V Sculpt 7, I'm starting to understand a lot more about the story. When you think about what happened to him and the experimentation that was done to him and his family, and quite a lot of society as well, you know, you can understand the anger in him and why he was so driven to overthrow the government. You know, and understanding he could never be a part of that, because after all, he was still a killer. With the 8th and penultimate figure, you really feel something big's about to happen. He's back in his human form, and you know he's contemplating something. And that's what Youzee did really well here. He planned out every sculpt to make each one work for itself. With a slight little detail change, it tells its own story, and I really think it's a cool idea. The 9th and final figure, you can directly see this is the final stage. He literally has the daggers drawn, a final action as you will. After a year of setting his act of vengeance on the fascist government of the UK, one way or another, something's got to change. And I believe Youzee has captured that astonishingly well with this line of minifigures. Material-wise, these are actually a hard style resin. It's not your normal type of glossy resin, this is more of a matte finish. It's got a really nice sort of feel to it. Size-wise, I'll just pop up a comparison picture, but as you can see, they're slightly smaller than a Weird Ball wrestler, but slightly taller than a Monster in My Pocket figure. So just a little recap. These are 9 unique minifigure sculpts, essentially the same base figure, but it's minor alterations to the face and the upper chest region which sets them apart. I really like this set of minifigures. I love the packaging and I love the idea of using a flip chart sort of style for each minifigure. Youzee's really gone to town on the details. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link to Youzee's Instagram page below the video, and hopefully you can take a look for yourself. And with that, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching the video. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like, and I hope to catch you all again next time.